Hey there, welcome to my apothecary kitchen. We are going to be making some Vital Reservoir. These are plants pulled together to create a formula. This is like alchemy, right? And that's the first beginnings of how we started creating our medicine. Maybe I'll leave a link for you to if you want to know the history of the pharmaceuticals, because pharmaceuticals came from plants. So when people say, show, that no, I only want to do the science, well, this is the science. So it's got a lot less um, contraindications, a lot less side effects. Not that there aren't side effects. You have to know what the herbs actually do, what their actions are, because you don't want to take something that you might be allergic to or might be too strong in an area of your body, because herbs are like magical. Like they the science has discovered exactly the different parts of the body that it helps the most, and that's why there's herbs that are used that they have created into pills or synthesized compounds that are in them to assist your body. This is what we were given on the planet. So let's get going on making this Vital Reservoir. And I'm not making any health claims, mind you. I am just educating you on some information that I know. So let's get going. This is going to be super fun. This is going to be making a vinegar extract. This vinegar extract is going to be something that's going to have to sit for 2, 3, even 4 weeks. And you can actually then use it as a dressing, or even just take a spoonful a day, and it's going to be a good way of making your food the most healthiest thing for you to do as far as what you intake. Okay, and let's remember to keep the stress away. So lots of times I'll light a candle. I didn't do that today, but just like if you're holding on to any stress at the moment, well, could you just notice that? Notice how that feels, where it is in your body, and could you actually let it go? We want to clear the space. We don't want to put any stress into the formulas or into our cooking. We want to keep that nice and happy, right? Okay, enough of that. Just take a jar. I love reusing sauce jars. They're like mason jars. You can use, mason jars. So we're going to use this jar. When you make vinegar ones, the acid in the vinegar is going to actually eat away at the cover. So you want to make sure, so this is a plastic coating. That's why I'm using this jar. Whereas the mason jars, the covers are all metal, so they do end up getting rusty. So you can always just take a piece of wax paper or saran wrap and just put that between the cover and the jar, and that way that won't happen. Extracts are extracts, they're infusions. So we're making an infusion, Vital Reservoir infusion. So you probably have heard that term lately. People are selling these vinegar infusions these days. And why I call it an extract is because the vinegar is extracting the vitamins and minerals out of the plants. Water does the same thing, but they don't extract all of it. If you want to get deep, deep, deep extraction, you need to use alcohol. But some things are water soluble, some things are alcohol soluble. So you need to use like a combination. So it's not just like one thing. It depends upon what you're using it for. If you're using it for an acute condition or to help get your body back in balance in a nice, gentle way, or I don't know, But mind you, I'm not making any health claims. This is purely education. Okay, so enough talking, Lori. I'm going to put nettles, stinging nettle leaf. And I grow this in a container in my yard. If you don't put it in a container in your yard, then it'll take over your yard. And nobody wants to accidentally touch the leaves of the stinging nettle plant because it's going to sting you. And it's going to act like a fire ant. That's what the sting's like. So this is, I just put in a half a cup of the nettle leaf. I'm going to put in a half a cup of oat straw. So this is part of the oat plant, but it's not oatmeal. This is the straw. And it's full of silica. And it's very helpful for your joints, for your liver, and for your heart. All the things. It helps balance the body. Helps gives energy to the body rather than taking it away. It gives energy. Okay, and then we're also going to use ginger root. So ginger root is very strong, but it's going to actually make this taste really good. And ginger root is really, your heart loves it. So we're going to plop that in. I peeled it with the vegetable peeler, the root. Try to buy organic, by the way, for everything. And so then I put just a little bit. A lot of it is, over time you get used to how much you want to put in there. I want to make it quite flavorful because I'm going to use this as a dressing. And if I want to take a spoonful of it, I like ginger. And ginger is, it helps with lots of things in our bodies. Helps our immune system, helps our heart, helps our liver. Okay, another heart one is hawthorn berries from the hawthorn tree. And this I'm just going to use hawthorn berries. You can extract in all three: alcohol, let me see, I'll use a full one. Alcohol, vinegar, and water. I'm trying to decide how much berries and talk at the same time. Okay, so there we go. So what I'm going to do now is use the apple cider vinegar that has the mother. So the mother is that cloudy stuff. So the apple cider vinegar that's just clear, that doesn't have the mother in it. And you want the mother in it. And this is organic and it's apple cider vinegar and it has the mother in it. The mother, yeah, just like kombucha. Kombucha has the mother in it, right? It's cloudy. So that's what you want to use because that's very beneficial for the body too. So then I just take this, such hard work, right? Put some plant matter material in a jar. And I'm going to fill it up and close that. And I'm going to put my cover on it and shake, shake, shake. And if I had fresh dandelion root, which you can just go harvest out in the wild, you can go forage some. Make sure it's growing in a place that's not being contaminated with pesticides. I would add some of that in here too, because that's fantastic for your liver. The Chinese believe that the heart of your body is your liver, and it's your filtering system. So that's what you do. You let that sit for 2, 3, 4 weeks. And then you strain it. And then you use it. It's kind of like making fire cider. So that's all. I would keep this on my counter in a dark area so you don't want the sun to be beating down on the plants. But in a dark area and shake it when I remembered. give it some good energy in there. And then drink up. It's a great way to help with your reservoir, to help bring it vitality back to it. Okay. I hope that was clear. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. And I do have a Nature's Seasonal Kitchen recipe online in my private platform. I'll leave the link for that recipe collection, and it's got more than just food recipes, herbal recipes. It also has recipes to get rid of your stress and to have a good life. So even wart remedies, and you never know what you're going to find in there because I keep adding things. Okay, I hope you have an awesome day, and thanks for being here.